All right, guys, here's the job for the day. We got alder tree here, 2 firs, and a cedar tree we're gonna take down. We're gonna pull this stump here and leave these other stumps. And then we're gonna cut all these into rounds for the customer, firewood rounds. As you can see, this fir tree here, this thing's completely dead. This one's pretty bad shape. So we're gonna chunk these down all the way to the ground and cut the stumps low. And that cedar I'm gonna get up into and we'll limb it out, start chunking it down. I'll have some help coming soon with a mini excavator to get everything moved. So anyway, we'll probably start out with this cedar here. We'll get going on that and get all our gear set up. Okay, we just finished taking down all those lights from this alder. We're gonna get up there now and chunk this to the ground. Got this power box here and that's about it to avoid, so. All right, we'll get up this and get to work. So instead of taking that alder top up there, I didn't really have a good spot to drop it. I was looking and we have all these lights here, a power box. We had benches over to the left. There's just nothing I can do with that top. And it's leaned so hard out towards my truck that it's not worth trying to cut that with 200 pounds plus a gear up in that top. It's not big enough to hold me. And if you take that top out, it's gonna cause a lot of pressure down here at the bottom of the stem and it could potentially break off. You know, alders are real brittle, so it's just not a wise decision to try and take that top out right now. Instead, I got back here, took a look at how tall this tree is. I know I can put a hinge in here and put it right in around this spot here. That's a lot safer solution than trying to top that. So we'll do that at the end when I got an excavator here. For now, we're gonna get these 2 firs down. Try and get these pieces out of the way so that when we take down the other tree, they don't deflect and go flying. What I'm doing now, because this tree is so dead, and I saw holes in the top, is I'm boring it to take a look at the interior. The bar's in there quite a bit. The sawdust is looking really good. So it's nice and solid in here at the base, which means it's probably safe to get up there and climb this thing. We're not gonna go very far before we take a top, but you wanna do something like this before you start climbing into it, just in case this is in really bad shape. Just stay out of the tree and drop it from the ground. I bored it again, about halfway up, just to ensure this thing's sound enough to climb another 20 feet up it. And this thing's pretty solid. Even though it looks bad, it's really not as decayed as it looks. So we'll go ahead and go up this and chunk it to the ground. Now I have my saw punched through here. There's a big hollow cavity and a bunch of brown junk came out as sawdust instead of nice clean wood. I would not be climbing any further than I'm at right now. This is high enough, guys. So I'm gonna put a face and back cut in this. We'll drop it right through here. There's no point in climbing any higher than this. Remember to use, if you got no structures behind you, use a nice deep face cut, and that's what we'll do for this one so that it easily falls forward instead of having to put a lot of pressure on it. Let's take a look at this. See this wood here? There's really no holding wood for this tree. This just kind of crumbled in here. When the tree hit the ground, it broke apart into a bunch of pieces, 3 pieces. That's why you have to be really careful when you climb these. You don't want to put a ton of stress on them because they can break down underneath you. So bore them as you go up. Listen to how your spikes sound, your lanyard, everything, so you can determine how decayed it is. Don't climb above a certain point. You'll know that point when you're climbing it. When you just don't feel comfortable climbing anymore, that's when you should probably stop. Figure out a solution, either drop it from the ground or put lines in it or something. All right, we're gonna get down and we're gonna drop these over with the excavator when it gets here and that cedar tree, and then we'll get all the debris cleaned up. Getting down into some good wood again, see? It's pulling fibers. It wasn't doing that up top because it was just a bunch of rotten wood. They like to break off. They don't pull wood very much, meaning they don't like to hold on to the stump.
Yeah.
They're not like a fir tree. So we can see if you look at this from the side, it's curved out.
Yeah.
All our weight's out here.
Yeah.
It's gonna go that way, no matter what, right? It's not back lean.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put our face in right there for that power pull, a little bit to the left of it. What I'm doing is gunning it. I'm looking down these sights. Right on the pole right now.